What is Ethereum? Here we're talking about Ethereum, the network. And like the Bitcoin network, the Ethereum network is just a bunch of computers, all running the same code, connected together, making up a kind of distributed and decentralized network. Distributed meaning they're distributed in terms of space or geography, and decentralized is most important because it means no entity or person controls the network. Where the Ethereum network differs from the Bitcoin network, though, is that the founders of Ethereum looked at the groundbreaking technology of Bitcoin and its subsequent blockchain technology and realized they could extend it, adding additional functionality or programmability to it. And this is why we refer to Ethereum as a programmable blockchain. And just to review, blockchain is just a fancy name for the database that these networks maintain and the way the data is organized. So for example, transactions or messages with data are grouped together in blocks and are then cryptographically strung together in a chain to be added to the database. This not only helps order the transactions or timestamps it, but it also helps make the database more verifiable and therefore secure. So what does this programmable blockchain enable? Well, it enables people to create decentralized applications, or dApps. If you think of a regular application, like an application on your phone, say a text messaging application, I don't exactly know how this thing works, but I do know my text messaging application has a server or company somewhere at some place helping to maintain that application's network status. And if that server were to go down, or the company were to go bankrupt, that application would probably stop working. However, because the Ethereum network is a decentralized network with no single point of failure, any application built on top of the Ethereum network is also decentralized with no single point of failure. This means that applications are open, permissionless, and censorship resistant. So how are these built? So we're going to get a little more technical here and introduce smart contracts. You can think of smart contracts like little pieces of code or applications that are hosted and run on the Ethereum network. They're the building blocks of decentralized applications. And smart contracts are similar to regular contracts. We have regular contracts in our daily lives where if we sign them, we say we will do this and therefore we expect that. So for example, I might have a contract with my bank that says, if I make this many mortgage payments in this amount by these dates, I will have paid off the loan and the house will be fully mine. So similarly, smart contracts also have conditions that if they are met, other things will be done or executed. But instead of these contracts being written on legal documents and enforced with judges and lawyers and court systems, all of these smart contracts are written in code on the Ethereum network, and the network executes the code as it was written. Now, what's interesting about this is sometimes the code doesn't always run as intended, but it always runs as it was written. So if somebody writes poor code or doesn't foresee a certain aspect of it or a bug, the code will execute as it was written, not necessarily as intended. And so all of these smart contracts allow people to create different decentralized applications. And again, the key takeaway here is that you do not have to rely on a third party. You don't have to rely on a court or a judge. The contract is just executed as it was written. And so to review, we talked about Ethereum, the network, just a bunch of computers running code, all connected together that make up a distributed and decentralized network. But the Ethereum network is programmable. And through the addition of smart contracts, we can now create decentralized applications on top of this network that are open, secure, and permissionless. In the next video, we're going to talk about Ether, the token, or the native token that runs on top of the Ethereum network.